that I have to do that I am not currently doing, and I'm making stupid YouTube videos instead. Oh well. Doesn't matter. Hello everybody, today we're going to make an application in C# that specifically gives you the wrong answer to your question. So we're going to declare a new random operation. I'm going to call it rand. You don't want to call it random because calling it random means you have to type random equals new random. We don't want to do that. That's too many randoms. You can't say random so much. So we're going to call it rand instead, which is a little bit shorter, and you haven't got to type random. Random equals new random. That's just the worst thing you could possibly do. Now, so we're going to be using that later in the code. We need to declare it here first of all. We'll declare our two integers that we need. Call them num1 and num2. Just because we're not creative at all. And we also have a boolean. Because, you know, we always use booleans to get out of our loops, don't we? Here's a do loop. We're going to demand that the user gives us an integer between 1 and 100. Input an integer between 1 and 100. Now. In 1. Because honestly, I'm not feeling very creative today, but I've got to do something with my life. And it's going to be equal to console.readline. Now we're going to try pass it like we had done previously. I'm going to copy and paste all of that because I cannot, honestly. But we do have to rename the variables. And it's just removing one letter at this point. And so we have the num1 and num2, yep. And, okay, so we've got the original try passing to make the string into an integer. So now this is checking to make sure that the user's actually putting an integer and not text. However, we also have this. We're also making sure that it's between 1 and 100. Saying if it's less than or equal to 100, then carry on. Maybe we could also say, and if num1 is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so if that, and done equals true. And do that while done is not true. Or just done. Or just not done. Do while not done. There you go. That works, right? Let's test it. Integer between 1 and 100. -3. 101. 100. Yeah, it's continuing. So that's good. That works. And we're going to set done to false again. I can't navigate a keyboard. And we're going to do the whole thing again. Thank God for copy and paste. We're going to call it into num2 Right, there we go. Okay? Cool. We could write a function to do this, which would make our lives a lot easier. That's what you really want to do if you're making big functions like this and copying and paste them, so you cut down in your code. Put a second integer between 1 and 100. remember our arrangement. So these functions here are storing the data values that the user puts in and putting them into these two variables here. And once we've done that, so now that we have these numbers and we can do stuff with them, then we can now perform operations with them. So the object is for us to just get the wrong answer. We want a calculator that gives you the wrong answer every time. You might think that we can just create a new integer called solution that's equal to rand.next between 1 and 100. However, between 1 and 200 actually, because you know that's the biggest number they can possibly make. However, if we console.writeLine that, then we're going to end up, you know, 50 plus 10, which the answer is 60, and it's not even done that. You can't see it. It's happened in a millionth of a second. 198. Now, 50... Oh, for God's sake. Let's put the whole thing in a do loop, shall we? Yeah, that seems so.
I will explain for loops later.
So, 50, 10, 28, 50, 10... Oh, wait, yeah, 20? No. Okay. 20? No. You know... 20? No. 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 Well, that's pretty close. But, you know, the point is that it is possible for it to eventually get your answer correct by a 0.5% chance of being correct. So if you did it like 200 times, you're probably guaranteed to get the answer. However, we don't want it to do that. We want it to specifically give you the wrong answer. We want to make sure confirmed redundancy is what we want. We're going to add a little, just a tiny little extra bit of code. We're just going to say if sol is equal to sum, and we're going to declare sum here. Integer sum equals num1 plus num2. And if we're equal to that, then do this. Done equals false again actually here. Done equals true in here. Get rid of this else statement, we don't need it. Do this. Alright, so let's try that again. 60 plus 60. That's the correct answer. Now, is that pure chance? Oh, I see what I've done. I've made it guess. And guess and guess and guess until it gets the correct answer, and now it's giving me the correct answer. So that's why that's happened. Right, okay, so we have to say if sol is... I see what I've done, yeah. No, if sol is not equal to sum, then write it. Okay. That's what happened there. Yep, 127. 88. 181. 140. So yeah, there we go. It specifically gives you the... Now it specifically is giving you the incorrect answers. I don't know why anyone would ever want this or need to use this in any kind of application. However, that is what this does. It is not efficient code. There is nothing professional about this whatsoever. You probably don't even need this for loop here, to be honest. And you can write functions to make this a lot better and easier. However, this is what I've done. This is my useless code. Thank you for coding with me. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you're actually watching this. Let me know if there's any different languages you want me to start doing. If not, I'm just going to keep doing this stuff. Another animation is on the way, actually. I am working on that. And I will see if I can take time out of my very busy schedule of playing Spider-Man to make more videos for you guys. Okay? Cool.